I'm going to talk about the government shutdown in the United States. It's none of my business, but that's never stopped me before. The government of the United States, in capital letters, is a British corporation, and if they can't steal enough money from you by taxing you to operate, and if they can't get enough fake print money with no gold to back it up from the 100-year-old privately owned company called the Federal Reserve Bank, then they're screwed, which is where they are right now. And this is the first time the scam has been brought out lately in public on the news. You get assorted jumping up and down. The government of the entire planet are a big scam based on the Uniform Commercial Code, which is Vatican law. What happened to the United States is after the revolution separating from England, they went broke very soon afterwards and had to go begging for money. And the deal that was made was horrendous. And it happened again in 1933 with Roosevelt's New Deal, which was basically just a refinancing of America. At that time, the European people who funded it got all the land, all the gold, all the money, and the labor of all of the citizens in perpetuity. And that is the tax money that you're paying. You are tax slaves to British corporations, which is why there is a national debt. Why is there a national debt? Where's the money going? They tell you you have to pay taxes because you have to participate in your part in running the country, because you get to enjoy all these benefits like roads and airports and stuff. That's the scam and the cover for it. Also, everybody ponies up their money, and it's shipped offshore to the European owners of the corporation of the United States of America. And to fill in the hole, the Federal Reserve prints fiat paper money, American dollars, backed up by nothing. No gold. All of the jobs in America have been exported to the third world, so there's no product being produced there anymore for export anyway. That is the reality of what's going on now. The states are still sovereign, each individual state. And the original government of the United States is somewhere in Delaware. They have a phone number if you can find it. I made a video about how to get out from under a Uniform Commercial Code, and then somebody sent me the rest of the data. So it's possible to get out from under the money scam. You have to reserve your rights. If you don't reserve your rights, they're taken away by Uniform Commercial Code, which is what that phrase you see occasionally, all rights reserved. You have to say that. Do it. File it with a notary. Oh yeah, the healthcare issue, Obamacare. 54% of the pharmaceutical industry is owned by the mafia. And when you want to increase business, you need more sick people, which is what the strange things that are happening with us, why they're happening. I'm in Canada, and Americans seem to have this fantasy that we have free healthcare up here. We don't. We have Obamacare. We have government operated health care. In Canada, since we're a socialist country, if private industry is screwing up, the government will buy you out. For example, they might figure out you'll be making X amount of money between now and the time you die, so we're taking your company and we'll just give you the profit you would have made. Don't worry about it. go do something else. This is called a crown corporation, and it's supposed to be run objectively and correctly. Because it's a public service, we pay for health care up here somewhere between $75 and $100 per person. There's a break for a family. If you don't pay it, you get nasty letters, and if you want to go back on, you have to pay all the payments you missed, or you don't get any health care. Not very nice. Another aspect to it, now that I'm a curmudgeon and have short hair and listen to talk radio, all of the real losers get free health care because the poor dear. And you see these people lining up with their new shoes and their 80-pound dog, which they managed to feed, and they're smoking cigarettes while they're waiting for their appointment. And they came by cab because they're going to the liquor store on the way home. This is forcing the people who are successful, who are paying taxes, to pay for the health care of the loser group who pay no taxes because they have no income and they're mostly on welfare. And if they have mental health problems, which a lot of them do, they're on disability. And that would be handled if we had an actual health care system which included mental technology that actually works. So what's about to happen to you is after they purchased 1,200 shotguns to help convince people that Obamacare was a good thing, they're trying. It's just another tax. They're trying to get it so it's mandatory, and you'll be paying all this money to fund the medical business, which, if you follow the conspiracy people, is just that. It's a business. And all businesses want to increase their gross sales and net profit, so they need more sick people. And this is a tax grab because they're trying to set it up so that everybody has to pay, and everybody pays by the month, and this huge amount of money will be built up into a fund which will be siphoned off offshore. Or the interest from it will be siphoned off into private people's bank accounts. That's why the opposition to it is so huge. It's a big scam. And it's just another hand reaching into the pocket of the beleaguered middle class to help the corporations in the medical business make more money. And the people who couldn't afford this health care will be looking at getting, oh boy, now I can get free health care. It's not good for a country. If you reward the people whose statistics are down, you get down the statistics. For example, places that take in orphans get more money if they have more and more orphans, so they need to get new orphans from somewhere. And where they're getting them from is the social services is now set up in Canada for sure, and England for sure, to take the kids away from families so they can get them into the system, so they can get more government-funded money for the people who do that. And the thrust is not really for the welfare of the children. And I don't know if this is happening on the U.S. I have someone who just recently mysteriously died, was investigating this for 2 years and found it completely corrupt on all levels in the police, the judiciary, social services, and the lawyers and social service people who handle all this. It's all corrupt. She's now deceased and her research is missing. So smoke them while you got them. Enjoy this melee in the Capitol building. It's the first time any major poke has been caused there. They always pass this at the last minute. The Federal Reserve Bank prints up a bunch of paper and the government gives it out and everybody gets their check, but this is more credit going to China. You guys already owe them $17 trillion. And someday they're going to come over here and say, how about giving us Nebraska and Wyoming or something for payment, and they'll have a foothold in North America, which is something they've been after for a long, long time. And internationally, international politics and economy is like a game of checkers, but China is playing chess.